Hello everyone. Most of you know me as Mr. Health and Nutrition. I, have talked for the last 33 plus years about health, nutrition, how to eat right, even a little bit on exercise and so on. Tonight I'm coming here for a different reason. There's been a severe breakdown in communication. I know that we live in a time where we believe that our communication has never been better. But here's the situation. Alexander Graham Bell created the telegraph. Now the telegraph was created to send tap, 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 tap over wires, and then at the other end it had to be deciphered. Okay? Well, if you've ever heard of this thing called texting, okay, now, before everybody gets defensive, because I know a lot of people get defensive about texting, what you have to understand is there is a time that is extremely necessary to do. Okay, so let me give you an example. I'm in a nutritional conference. I'm supposed to be meeting somebody at 6 o'clock for dinner. My little phone goes off, and it lets me know that there's a message. I can quickly take a second off my notes and go, dinner changed to 6:30. No problem. Or I can even wait till the conference is over and check afterwards. But understand that all they're doing is letting me know that a little bit of my schedule has been altered. That's what texting was for, and I think for that application it's phenomenal. However, what is happening today is not that application. What's happening today is people don't even want to talk to people. Now, I know it started with the telemarketers. I got that, okay? This phone rings. And I brought my phone up just because, guys, this is a flip phone. Yes, I know you guys are really having trouble with this because, wow, nobody uses one of those anymore. There's a reason I use this, okay? I will not involve myself in texting, because it's like a disease. If you start to get a little, the disease goes rampant and eventually you cannot communicate anymore. Now, again, I don't mean disrespect at all. There are several people that use texting very appropriately. But today, my heart goes out to these poor young people who are literally using it to never talk to anybody else. You see a restaurant conversation where you got 4 kids at the restaurant table, every end of the table, and they're texting across the table to each other, not even looking up. I see it all the time. This is not what that technology was designed for, but yet that's how it's being used, and I really have a problem with that. Because the written word only communicates 3% of what's really going on. Now, most of you watching this video really understand that, because you can't tell emotion. You can't tell if there's excitement in their voice, if there's trauma in their voice. You can't tell a lot of these things. Now, face-to-face is absolutely the best, and people really don't want to do that. When I first started in my business, communication in my nutritional conferences was just amazing. 600, 700, 800 people at a time. Today, nobody wants to do that. They want to do everything through, can somebody record it? Or nobody wants to do anything live anymore because they don't want to do anything in person. And that's really a problem, because more knowledge can be translated in person than in any other way. Matter of fact, that's why most jobs have apprenticeships, where you literally learn the job on the job, because an apprenticeship is the way to learn. So, why I'm making this video tonight is so that all of us can spend a little time and really think about how we could change our daily methodology so that we could go back and be a bit more communicative. And what I mean is really communicative. I urge you to do this. Just try this. For a week, if your phone rings, answer it every single time. Yes, 80% of them are telemarketers. I know. I answer that phone every single time it goes off. I don't care if I get 12 to 15 telemarketers a day, which is usually quite common. But I'm a business person and I cannot let that phone ring and not answer my phone. That is our responsibility as business people. So I know this is a little off topic for me because, I'm Mr. Health and Nutrition, but I see the degradation. I see clients of mine emailing me information and then I have to email them back, and then, it takes hours and hours more time to get the things accomplished I need to accomplish when a quick 2-minute phone call would solve the problem. So I urge you to really try and reapply yourself to communication, real communication. I don't try to be better than anybody else. I don't think I'm better than anybody else. But one thing I am doing every single day is when this thing goes off or any of my phones in my office go off, this is my communication. Yes, I email some communications. They're very quick and to the point communications. I don't write much because the conversation is how I work. I'll conversate on the phone. I'll have a conversation on Skype. But meetings and conversations. Texting and emails are for quick little changes to maybe somebody's schedule. Matter of fact, the dentist the other day contacted me by email stating that they had an opening, and I took the opening, so I got in early. But that's what those are there for, okay? There's a proper place for texting. It is not in replacement of the human connection, which we need so vitally much today, because today's world is so misdirected and so majorly disconnected. So I do apologize. I don't mean to mess with anybody's way of life and how they work, but I see this situation getting dynamically worse if we don't make some steps forward in changing it soon. I pray for these young folk. These young folk have no communication skills whatsoever. Unless they text it, they don't know how to say it, and that's really, really sad. So, again, I thank you, and I really appreciate you watching this video. Can you let me know if you like it? Just give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, anything. Just because I really think somebody needs to talk about this, and it needs to start changing, especially for the young folks. I'm a baby boomer. I grew up with communication. Nobody even had a phone in their house when I was growing up. I mean, that was how you had to communicate with others. So, but we really need to have that back again. We need to start being more human. We need to start talking to our people. We need to start, getting into conversation. So again, thanks again for bearing with my video. Have a wonderful night. Bye-bye.